This opens tutorial 5 simulation, and in this tutorial we're going to simulate a completed model using MSMS. So MSMS uses Mathwork's Simulink and SimMechanics toolboxes to derive and solve the differential equations of motion for the MSMS models. And in this tutorial, we are going to export a MSMS model to Simulink and run it to predict the model's movements. So to get started, we're going to launch MSMS. We're going to open the folder, and we're going to browse for the tutorial 5 folder. And we're just going to select it, and then we're going to select the model with complex muscle path and click open. Notice this is the same model that we created in tutorial 3, building a model with complex muscle path. So you can use the same model that we created in that tutorial if you want. Now we're going to click on simulation and simulation setup. And we're going to click on the setup tab and select one of the components, and down here we can see that this is where we change and edit the initial conditions. So we're going to select ulna, and we're going to make the initial position 60 degrees. And using these other tabs, we can adjust and modify the settings before running the simulation. But we're going to leave them as is, and we're going to click OK. So now we're going to go to File and save the simulation. So this will create a folder inside the models folder called MATLAB, and it will save a Simulink model inside of the MATLAB folder. So now we're going to click on the animation setup icon. And unlike the animation tutorial, we're going to select from live source and make sure that the data type is feature commands. And we're going to click OK. And when you click the OK button, we can see that the play button is activated. So we're going to click on it, and now the pause and stop buttons are activated, and MSMS is in animation mode and is expecting motion data. So now to run the motion data, we're going to launch MATLAB. So we're going to open and browse for the tutorial 5 folder. And as we can see, this is the MATLAB folder created inside of this model folder. And we're going to select it and click OK. And this is the Simulink model that was created. We're going to open it. And we're going to click the play button. So now if we go back to the MSMS window and go to center and full screen, we can see that the model is being animated in the 3D window. It's receiving live data that is sent in from the Simulink model in MATLAB. And that was created when we saved the model as a simulation. So the model is being governed by Newtonian mechanics that was simulated by solving the corresponding differential equations of motion. And as the model is being simulated, data is also being recorded, which we can later view in MATLAB. So this concludes tutorial 5 simulation.